Hey everyone, it's Joshua. I've been pretty quiet on the update video front this year, and to that I say, grad school. The summer has finally given me the opportunity to put plans together though, so I'm happy to say that this year's Extra Life event is coming up on August 18th and 19th. For the first time since 2018, I'll be playing a variety of games instead of a single game or series. Don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed the more focused events. They've certainly been easier to plan. But I've also missed the chaos that comes with variety. That said, I'm not completely going back to basics. This will still be a 2-day event, not a 24-hour marathon. Trust me, we'll all have more fun if I get a semi-adequate amount of sleep. If all goes to plan though, I will have company for most of the stream. Primarily my younger sibling, but I have more in store as well. The schedule is available on the Extra Life fundraising page via the QR code on screen or the link in the description. A couple of things likely need a little bit more explanation though. First off, a segment called Curated Fortune Cookie makes up a substantial amount of the plan, basically any time I don't have something else going on. I'm lifting the terminology from Backloggery, a game cataloging site which can pull a random game from your collection and display it as a fortune cookie. The curated part comes in because I'm not pulling just any game from my collection. That's a logistical nightmare. Instead, I've made a list of 25 Switch games, mostly multiplayer, which we'll select and switch between every 30 minutes or so. Second, Archipelago is a little bit complicated, but I am super excited about it. In a traditional game randomizer, important things, usually items, are shuffled between all of the locations they could normally be found. Link to the Past Lost Woods might give you a single rupee instead of a Master Sword, which might be in a box in some random guy's house. They make for an entertaining way to replay a familiar game. Archipelago, though, goes a step further. It takes multiple, completely distinct games, throws their important things in a pile, and shuffles them between any of the included games. Now the Lost Woods could unlock the Metal Cap in Super Mario 64, and the Master Sword might be locked behind crafting a stone pickaxe in Minecraft. It's ridiculous, I have a decent-sized group of potential players, and I think it'll be a great way to start day 2. Now, let's talk goals, shall we? As you may or may not be aware, I am very fond of milestones. With that in mind, this event's fundraising goal is $520, bringing us to a total of $6,000 raised across every event to date. As always, we're raising money for MU Healthcare's Children's Hospital, which is actually in the process of constructing a new building set to fully open next summer. Donations go directly to the hospital. I don't take a cut, and outside of the processing costs factored in when you donate, neither does Extra Life. Also, as usual, we've got a slate of donation incentives lined up throughout the event. For any donation of $5 or more, I'll make a quick sketch on a post-it note and stick it to the wall in the background. With any luck, they'll form a nice, disorderly collage by the end of the event. Each milestone will add a half-hour segment, which will take priority the next time a curated fortune cookie comes up. At $130 total, we'll play some multiplayer Untitled Goose Game, a game where a goose, or geese in this case, causes rampant chaos for everyone it encounters. At $260, halfway to the goal, we'll play Wobble Dogs, a, quote, 3D pet simulation where you raise your own personal hive of mutating dogs. It has to be seen to be believed. The $390 milestone is a fun one. My younger sibling will take 20 minutes or so to make a level in Super Mario Maker 2. Then I will play through it on stream. For some context, I have a game design degree, and they, A, do not, and B, are my younger sibling, and thus delight in subjecting me to petty chaos. Finally, if we hit the end goal of $520, I'll wrap up the event with a Portal speedrun. Portal is a first-person puzzle game and one of my absolute favorites. I've done a speedrun for Extra Life once before, and I want to try my hand at the Switch version this time. That was a lot of information, so let's summarize before we wrap up. This year's event will take place on Friday, August 18th and Saturday, August 19th. As usual, I'll stream the whole event here on YouTube at Chaotic Teal, and it'll run from 10 a.m. Friday until 2 a.m. Saturday, then pick back up at 10 a.m. Saturday and finish at 6 p.m., all times in Central. We're aiming to raise $520 for MU Healthcare's Children's Hospital, and the schedule, milestones, and incentives are all on the campaign page linked below. Social media in general is kind of on fire right now, but I'll post updates throughout the event on Facebook if you want to follow along that way. You can make donations through the Facebook fundraiser or directly through the campaign page. I hope you'll give if you're able, and no more than you're able, and share the event with anyone who might be interested. That about does it, so thank you for sticking with me this far, and I hope you'll tune in August for us to play games for a good cause.